So we've all heard the saying, oh, kids learn languages way faster than adults. And as someone who's started learning this foreign language around the age of 17, 18, I agree to some extent and then I disagree to some extent. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the reasons I think kids learn languages faster and how adults can realistically emulate this. Additionally, I'm going to talk about the ways that I think adults are better at languages. So keep watching. So the first reason that kids are better at learning languages is that the people around them dumb everything down for them. Essentially, when you're born into the world, you don't speak anything. Your mother or your grandmother, your caregiver usually points to everything and make out a sound and usually sound everything out slowly and repeatedly to make sure that you understand the most common objects, you understand the most common command in your life. And when you first start speaking, you don't speak full sentences. You utter a single syllable and then two and then a few over time, and then you start saying single words and then you sound out a few sentences. You still make mistakes, but the good thing is there's always someone around you to correct you. The benefit to being a child when you learn a new language is that you have a 24/7 tutor around you at all times. Which brings me to my second reason is that when you go into kindergarten or elementary school, you're surrounded by people that also speak at the same level as you do. Unlike an adult or teenager who's learning French, who's learning English, the textbook or the school programs are expecting you, a 17-year-old Chinese girl, to speak roughly at the same level a 17-year-old American girl, a 17-year-old English native speaker would, right? It's like in this brand new language, you're practically 0 years old. But suddenly, in a short span of time, you're expected to speak like a 10-year-old or a 17-year-old in this new language. And that's just too much of a jump. Whereas when you're a 5-year-old, you're surrounded by 5-year-olds and you all speak roughly the same. Your vocab is roughly the same. You talk about the same things. And when you run into a mistake, a grammar mistake, when you run into a word that you don't know, again, you're surrounded by teachers and parents and adults that can either explain things to you or dumb everything down for you. Number 3, kids are not afraid to make mistakes. Yes, it's cheesy, it's cliche, but you have to be able to use the language. You have to proactively put words together and risk making mistakes. I'm not just talking about in speaking. I'm also talking about writing. I'm also talking about doing grammar exercises, doing reading exercises, which you might think is not helpful, but I'll leave that in another point. But yeah, kids are not afraid to make mistakes. In fact, they don't even have this concept of mistakes. When you're an adult or an early teenager, everything is so much more high stake. Kids just don't have that filter. You may not remember it, but when you were learning Chinese or whatever your native language is, you've made tons of mistakes. And people just notice that and gently nudged you in the right direction, and you're good. Nobody made a fuss about it.